Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Fun Guy Flips.
This is our midweek episode where we show you highlights of what we've sold over the past week.
Yep, and if you want to see where we found all that stuff while we're outsourcing, check out our other videos on this channel where we're wearing a body harness and we're out picking all this glorious stuff for you, for us, for the people buying it, for everybody. We're picking it for everybody.
Yeah, and we would love to hear in the comments what you thought was like the coolest item or most interesting or something like that. So let's see what we sold.
All right, so we got a bunch of stuff that just sold tonight. We go on vacation tomorrow for the weekend, Labor Day weekend. So we got to get this stuff shipped out of here, and then hopefully some people will buy some stuff from us while we're gone.
Yeah.
I guess we'll find out.
Yeah, we'll see.
So it's a weird bunch of stuff that sold too. So we'll talk about it as they pop up. But.
Yeah. This first one I'm excited to sell because it was something I picked up. It's the vintage Betty Boop wooden puzzle jewelry box pinup stash XO1C.
All right, XO1C. So this is a pretty cool piece. We said when it sold, we're like, really, that thing sold? Because I think that's what you said. You want me to look at my chat history?
No. I want to show it though. So.
Sure.
It's really cool because it's like a trinket box that's also a puzzle. So let's see if I remember how to do it. Yeah. You pull out this piece and move it like this, and then there's a little jewelry box inside. So, yeah.
Is that what you put in there?
All right.
Super cool. You remember how much you paid for this?
$7.
Nice. And how much did it sell for?
It sold for $32.95 plus shipping.
$32.95 plus shipping. It's an easy one to ship, so I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
We should just buy easy things to ship.
So speaking of not easy things to ship. Yeah, and this one I'm also very proud of because I picked this one up. And to be honest, neither of us thought this was going to sell anywhere near as fast as it did. I drafted it a couple days ago. Ryan listed it this morning and it sold today.
Yeah.
And we put it away last night and we were like, okay, we'll put it in this spot because it's not going to sell for a while.
Yeah, if ever.
Oh, and then it sold today. So, vintage rustic bronze 7-arm pine cone candle holder candelabra bird faux pine XO1E.
All right. So yeah, the reason that we didn't think that this was going to sell for a while is because it's like pretty much unbranded. It's just cool looking. It's a nice piece, but yeah, unbranded, nothing too like crazy searchable for it, but it sold. You remember how much you paid for this?
I paid $5 for it, and it sold for $34.95 plus shipping.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a good little find there.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it is a cool piece.
Yeah.
I do think it's cool. But not going to be cool to ship that. But we'll get it done.
Yeah.
All right, now this is a cool item.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about the time of year for this stuff to start going. So that's why we're starting to list all of our Halloween stuff.
Mm-hmm. Five Nights at Freddy's baby glitch / Lobit spring trap latex / rubber mask cosplay AO2C.
That's a lot of words.
Yeah.
All right. So, Five Nights at Freddy's mask. So this thing we picked up at the auction in a box lot with a whole bunch of other stuff. I don't remember what we were trying to get out of that box lot.
Oh, we were trying to get the head cover.
Oh, the Half-Life 2 head cover, which we have that listed for $150. I hope nobody ever buys it because I just want to keep it. So that's why we have it priced at $150. But if someone buys it for $150, I'll take it. But this one, on the other hand, Do you remember how much the box lot was that we paid for?
No.
Maybe like $20 or something.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe.
Because we were thinking it was worth it because of the Half-Life hat, so.
Yeah, and there were a bunch of costumes that that we started to list, and we still have a bunch to list.
Yeah.
So, and then this one sold. And how much did it sell for?
$39.95 plus shipping.
$39.95 plus shipping, and that's an easy one to ship. So speaking of things selling quickly and surprising us,
yeah.
This next one.
Yeah.
Is I was very surprised to see that this sold. Did we list this one today too, or was this listed yesterday?
It was recently. For sure.
It went quick.
Yeah. Well, it goes for a little more money usually, but ours is in pretty rough shape, so that's why I dropped it down. So.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, tell us what it is.
Yeah, Chilton Ford Pickups and Bronco, 1976 to 86 repair manual, number 8576/26662, BO5C.
Okay. And there it is in all its glory. So I guess it's got all the information in there, and that's what people want it for. But yeah, it's a little boogered up, not too bad. And these things, depending what they are, they sell, but they don't sell very quickly. For some reason, this one sold in about 2 days, so I'm super happy with that. I think we picked this up for like $1. We usually won't pay more than $1 on these. And sold for how much?
It sold for $9.95 plus shipping.
$9.95 plus shipping. And this one is also super easy to ship. I'm just going to throw that in a big bundle mailer. All right, so good news, everybody. We sold stuff while we were on vacation. So I wasn't sure if we would, and we did.
Oh, you weren't sure that we would?
You never know. So some of the stuff is pretty weird. I didn't think that we were going to sell it right away, and it sold right away.
I was going to say, this first thing was something that we just picked up and listed because you thought they weren't going to sell quickly. So you were like, let's just get them listed and over with. And we listed 4 of this particular item, and 3 of them sold in like 24 hours.
Yeah. I'm starting to see a pattern here. Any time that I see something that I think isn't going to sell quick, it's usually pretty good, so we should just buy it, I think. That should be our new motto.
All right, so I'm going to read all 3 of these off because we did not get a chance to pack them away. So Franklin Mint Reflections of Moonlight Porcelain Doll, AO564, with stand missing ball. Franklin Mint Heirloom Porcelain Amelia's Grand Voyage by Bernice Mowry, AO377. And Franklin Mint Porcelain Doll Passion of Cinderella, A4362, Bernice Mowry with stand.
Yeah, so we picked all of these up. We picked up 4 of these, actually, from a friend who was getting rid of some stuff.
Her mom's items, because her mom had passed away, and they were some of the last items of hers that she hadn't found a home for yet. So
yeah, and I think both of us thought that these were pretty slow sellers, and they are.
Well, typically, yeah. So when I researched them, because we paid $10 a piece for them, because I saw that some of them sold for a little better sometimes, but I couldn't see the full condition of everything in the pictures. And in general, it looked like most of them sold maybe a couple times a year, every few years. Like every year. But like usually it was like, just maybe like 3 or 4 a year or something like that. So,
yeah, not 3 or 4 a day.
No.
From the same store.
Yeah. Exactly. So, I especially thought, like, because the one with the white, it had a ball, and then the ball broke when we got it home. Yeah. And I was like, oh no one's going to buy this now.
You were devastated. I remember coming home and you were like, I'm having such a bad day. And I'm like, shit happens. Stuff breaks. I break stuff all the time. Yeah. I buy stuff that's bad. It happens.
Yeah. But that ended up being the first one to sell. It sold on offer for $47.45 plus shipping. And then the next one to sell was the Amelia's Grand Voyage, which is the one in the back in the black. She sold for $39.95 plus shipping. And then the Passion of Cinderella sold for $49.95 plus shipping.
Very cool.
Yeah, so we made our money back and then some.
Yeah, and the one with the highest sell-through rate still has yet to sell.
Yeah.
Princess Diana.
Yeah.
They're going to be fun to ship. All right, so this next item is kind of fun too because buyer reached out to us and said, hey, can I get this for a better price? Here's what I'm willing to pay. And we said, sure. Here's an offer for that exact price. And then nothing, crickets. Mm-hmm. And later that night,
somebody else bought it.
Somebody else bought it full price. So
yeah, well, for an offer, but still.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, somebody bought it.
Yeah. So it's the tailor-made burner head cover, new brown, AO2B.
All right, AO2B. Right up front. So this one, I think I picked this up at a yard sale. I want to say for $5. I think they wanted 10 on it. I figured it was probably worth like 15 or 20, so I offered 5. They said that was good, and we bought it. Mm-hmm. Listed it, and it sold for how much?
$18.55 plus shipping.
$18.55 plus shipping. Awesome. So this item, I think, I have a mix of emotions, or I had a mix of emotions when I bought them. Because at first I looked at them and I was like, ooh, there's some good stuff in there. And I got, so I got the whole lot for $15 with a little case. And then come to find out and look at them, they're not what I thought they were at all. But they're still worth a couple bucks.
Yeah.
And we sold it, so.
So it's a lot of 12 loose Johnny Lightning die-cast cars assorted, 4 red line and 8 black wall. BO1B.
All right. BO1B. All right. So the other thing that we got with that, I did get an 80s Hot Wheel case. I don't know if you can see it there too well, but that's what intrigued me. I opened it up and I saw these cars inside, checked them out, saw a bunch of red lines, and I got super excited when they said only $15. So I just grabbed them and ran. But turns out these are newer cars from the 2000s. What are they, Johnny Lightning?
Yes.
Johnny Lightning cars. So see if I can pull them out of here. Find a good one to show my example of what I saw. So here's one. So you look at it real quick at a flea market and you see some red lines on the tires and the thing's in a package in an 80s case and you're like, oh man, I just hit the jackpot. But you turn it over and this one's from, I don't know if you can see it, 1999. So they have a couple dates on some of these. 1970 Chevrolet Camaro, but it's a 1999 Playmate car. So we'll throw a picture up so you can see all of them together. But I thought it was kind of a bust and a bad buy, but it turns out they ended up selling for a good amount. So how much did we end up selling for?
They sold for $29.95 plus shipping.
$29.95 plus shipping. And then I still have that case, which I think the next day I went out and I bought a whole bunch of 70s and 80s cars, including original red line. Threw that into that case for a little lot. So we should do all right. All right, so this next item we picked up at a yard sale with a whole bunch of stuff that we got a tip. This family was moving out of the country and was getting rid of everything. Mm-hmm. We got a lot of great stuff, including some old video game systems and some books. This was one of the items that we picked up. Almost didn't pick it up.
Yeah.
But our friend was there who showed us the yard sale and was like, hey, what about these? Why aren't you buying these, man?
Yeah.
And we ended up buying them. So
yeah,
we sold one.
One of the 3 so far, yeah. Schwinn, no pressure, bicycle, bike seat, comfortable, ergonomic, soft, brand new, YO3B.
All right, YO3B. So they stuck them in this box, and I remember putting them in this box and saying, these aren't going to sell for a long time. And then just a few days later, I'm pulling them out. So this is the little rectangular shaped one. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right.
The one without a nose.
No nose here. So it's got a little divot in it, but that's all part of the listing. So still pretty much brand new. Just got some little marks from storage. Squeeze me. Yeah, it is soft. So anyways, we picked up 3 of these, $5 a piece. $15 total. This is the first one to sell so far. How much did it sell for?
$14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. So we're pretty much washed out on the deal. I mean, we pay a little bit for taxes and fees and all that good stuff, but we sell another one and we're in a profit. All right, so this is another item that sold pretty quick.
Yeah.
We just picked this one up last week, listed it, and it sold.
Yep. Morel and Tora 2 women's size 9 rainbow hiking trail outdoor Vibram shoes J99690 AO2A.
All right, where the shoes are.
Yep.
Oh, that's okay. Yeah. So I mentioned it before, so I'll mention it again. We have our little SKU system. We have video on this too, from back in the day. So we keep everything in our locations, but we also try to keep like items together. So if we screw up along the way, we can still find them. And if we have too much of something, we can tell, like, hey, this tote's full of shoes. We need to do something with our shoes. Why do we have so many? But if they're selling like this, we're doing all right. So I think, if I remember correctly, at the sale, they wanted $20 on these shoes. They looked like they were pretty much brand new, but they got a little bit of wear to them. So offered 10, they took it, and they sold for how much?
$33.20 plus shipping. Went out to a watcher, so
Nice.
on the item. So it was somebody who had hearted it, and I sent out a 5% off offer. So it was probably like $35 original. So.
Nice. I heart it too. Where's the other heart? I can't do it. I got the camera in my hand. Well. All right, so this next one's a banger.
Yeah, we picked this one up at the auction a little while ago, so it's been sitting for a little bit, but got to find the right buyer for some things. So, so it's a vintage Carl Zeiss Jenna binoculars Genoptum 7x50W Cabela's Snug Fit Case XO1B.
All right. XO1B. Remember pushing this out of the way for this other thing to put away. All right. So it's in this Cabela's case, but it's not a Cabela's binoculars. I don't know how you say that.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I could throw up a picture.
Yeah, we'll throw up a picture so I don't have to open this up. Feels pretty packed in there, so I think it's good to ship. So we picked this up at the auction for $12. Is that right?
Yep.
$12 we paid for this, and took a little bit to sell, but it sold. And how much did it sell for?
$124.95 plus shipping.
$124.95 plus shipping.
Mm-hmm.
I'll take that every single time.
Yeah.
So going along with the theme of being on vacation and watching our eBay alerts and just being like, what the heck?
Yeah.
Who's buying this? But thank you. This next item we had in our store for pretty long time. Picked this up at the flea market earlier this year, I think.
Yeah.
Or was it the flea market?
Or last year.
Yeah, maybe last year even.
I don't remember when we got all the... we got it at the same place we got the backpacks.
Yeah.
That was this year.
Yeah, it's Jake's, right?
Yeah.
Yep. So earlier this year in the spring.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, what the heck did we sell?
Yeah. It's a Care Bears Togetherness Bear plush stuffed animal toy, Walmart exclusive, 2021, AO3B.
All right. Cool. I'm glad to start moving off of these shelves because they're starting to get full over here. AO3B. So behind the t-shirt cookie jar, apparently. And we got some weird stuff in our store. Check it out. So Care Bears, Togetherness Bear, Walmart exclusive. So we picked this one up earlier this year at a flea market. Picked up a bunch of backpacks. The heck are those things called? Loungefly.
Loungefly.
Yeah, there's some Loungefly and some Disney backpacks. Picked this up. I think we paid $5 on this. Is that right? $3.
$3. Yeah.
$3 on the Care Bear. And how much did it sell for?
$19.95 with free shipping.
$19.95 with free shipping.
Not the best come off.
Yeah, not sure where it's going.
Yeah.
It's going to be under a cubic foot, so it'll be all right. We'll still make at least $10, maybe more. If it's somewhere close, probably only be like $6 to ship this. All right, and this item's been sitting in our store for a while too, I think.
Yeah, I don't even know when we got these.
Oh, those things.
Yeah.
I really got to look at what we're selling before I start talking about it on camera. So these we actually picked up last summer, and they've been sitting in our store since then.
Yeah.
But they just sold. So, you know, hey, let's do it.
Yeah. 4 vintage Bronson imports, mouth-blown glass ornaments, Germany, paintings, Christmas, XO5C.
All right. Clearing out some boxes today. Well, not really, because there's still a bunch of stuff in here. Let's put this one here. So yeah, these we picked up at an estate sale, yard sale, whatever you want to call it. It was pitched as an estate sale, but same estate sale happened this year. So I think it's just a yard sale. I'm not sure where they get their stuff from.
Got it. Okay.
Yep, and we got some outdated cookies and stuff. I don't think they were outdated until after they sat in our house for a long time. But in any case, we're getting away from it here. Thought these were pretty neat, and I thought somebody else would think they were pretty neat, and apparently a year later somebody did. Picked these up. I have no idea how much I paid for these. I want to say maybe $1 or $2. I was trying to get them for a good deal for a couple of them, so we bundled a couple together and got them down on the price a little bit. I don't think any of the other ones sold, have they? So this is the first one to sell. So hopefully I didn't spend too much on them. And how much did they end up selling for?
$14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. I definitely didn't spend that much on these, so I think we're doing all right. Super excited for this next item. I don't know what to say about them.
That's okay. Song of Fire and Ice, Ice and Fire, complete series, Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin books 1 through 5, BO6B.
All right, these are pretty nice books too, I think. BO6C, you say?
No, I said BO6B.
B, okay.
The 1 through 5.
Yeah. See if I can get him out of here. I'll knock a bunch of stuff over. Alright, so Song of Ice and Fire. Game of Thrones series. Some pretty good condition books, in red condition. They came in a box set. Box was completely destroyed, but I wasn't really too worried about that, because I don't think people necessarily care about that if they're trying to read these things and they're in good enough condition. Don't remember what we paid on them, do you?
A couple bucks.
Yeah, a couple bucks. We bought this with a bunch of other stuff that we bundled together, yeah. So we bought some records, we bought some plush for ourselves, and then we bought some books. And I think we bought a Halloween costume there, too.
Oh, yeah, I think so.
But these sat for a little while, a couple months, but they ended up selling eventually. And how much did they sell for?
$14.95 plus shipping.
$14.95 plus shipping. And super easy to ship. All right, so this next item's another one that sat for a little while. But it sold. So, you know, some of this stuff just takes a minute.
Yeah. I heard somebody say that almost all their items take between 3 and 6 months.
Yeah.
So we're lucky when things sell quickly, so.
Yep. Just post every day, and hopefully you're selling something every day, even if it was something you posted 3 months ago.
Yeah. Saucony Women's Echelon 9, bunch of numbers, gray/black, running shoes, sneakers, size 10.5 W. AO2A. I think that's why they sat for a little bit. 10.5W is a specific size, you know?
Sure. Alright. PWR run. Alright. These are the ones, right?
They're softening all right. Yeah, I think so. We'll double check on that. So.
Yeah. Alright, so we picked these up at an indoor yard sale flea market kind of thing earlier this year. Remember it being very cold when we were there.
Yeah.
So it was early this year. It's all Saucony. I think I called it something else entirely.
Yeah.
But recognized it at least, and they're in pretty good condition. So maybe we'll throw a picture up.
Sure.
And I think we paid, for some reason, $3 sticks out in my mind.
7 was sticking in my head.
$7?
Yeah, I don't know. Somewhere between those two.
Yeah, let's just say 5. I want to say we paid $3 for them though, but you could be right. So we'll land in the average of $5. And how much did they sell for?
$27.95 plus shipping.
$27.95 plus shipping. Another easy one to ship. So it's not looking forward to these ladies over here. All right. So if you made it this far, thanks. Awesome.
Yeah. Thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next adventure.
Bye.
Bye.